Dutch's problems stem from his childhood. As a kid, he was abandoned by his father, and the world would pay for his pain. After a short stretch for petty thieving, the 19-year-old kid is free, and he wants to break from the past. Born Arthur Flegenheimer, Schultz started out in low-rent jobs around New York, and nobody thought this kid was going to amount to anything.
A chorus girl once famously said he looks like Bing Crosby with his face bashed in. He's not an attractive guy, and he's not a particularly fierce-looking guy.
Now Flegenheimer wants to show the world he is somebody. So he joins a street gang in the Bronx and sheds his father's name to start afresh.
They all remembered there had been this old-time gangster from a generation before named Dutch Schultz. Why don't you just borrow his name? That has more zip to it.
And so, it's Dutch Schultz, not Artie Flegenheimer, who is determined to show the underworld what he can do. Schultz starts his new career at the height of Prohibition America. In 1919, the US government outlaws the production of booze. But for those who are willing to break the law, prohibition means something else.
Prohibition is a tremendous opportunity for every gangster in America, every fellow who's in for the fast buck.
Gangsters across the US get into the illegal production and distribution of booze. And a young Dutch Schultz gets his big break as the muscle riding shotgun to protect the illegal shipments. He sees firsthand how quenching the thirst of Americans in illegal speakeasies can make millions of dollars. Dutch Schultz learns from the best. The new king of crime in America.
Arnold Rothstein is essentially the founder of Organized Crime, Inc. In New York, he is numero uno, number one, the big man, the big bankroll, the guy who puts everything together.
Rothstein believes that to be successful, mob business needs to be exactly that, a professional business, and all carried out in the shadows. So he begins molding rough young hoodlums in his own image.
Arnold Rothstein was considered a very brilliant, refined mentor. He was an extremely pivotal personality in the psyche of a lot of people.
In Rothstein, Schultz at last finds the father figure he's been yearning for. But Dutch has a rival. Rothstein is grooming another diamond in the rough, a smart kid with a big future.
Schultz meets Charles, quote-unquote, Lucky Luciano, who is an Italian who's sort of this other striving young gangster. They're both ambitious.
But Luciano learns fast, while Schultz just can't give up the old ways.
Arnold Rothstein could see the difference in gangsters. Guys like Schultz were just old-fashioned killers. Luciano was smart, slick, realized if you could do it non-violently and get away with it, it was a lot better than doing it violently.
Once again, Dutch Schultz finds himself abandoned by a father figure. And the kid with the short fuse doesn't like coming off second best.
Dutch Schultz was not someone who tolerated jealousy very, very well. If you were not with him, you were his arch enemy.
While Dutch is passed over, Lucky Luciano is transformed under Rothstein's guidance. Rothstein teaches Luciano how to move among the Manhattan elite, how to dress with style, not like a street thug.